Hey, this is Jason Creel. Last week I drove up to Louisville, Kentucky for the GIE+Expo. Basically, if you're not familiar with it, it's a huge trade show convention for the lawn care business. So you have about 750 booths set up that are displaying anything you can think of related to the lawn care industry. There's probably someone with a booth there. So that you can see it and get a hands-on feel of anything in lawn care. So this was my first trip. As far as I understand, it's an annual event, and I wanted to give you a little bit of my feedback on going, and if you've never been or have been, 3 takeaways that I came away with and why you should consider going next year. One would be just the exposure. Okay, so like I said, you're on a huge convention center, and they have 19 acres of outdoor space for demoing equipment. And so, like I said, you have 750 vendors. So the exposure to anything in the lawn care industry that you thought you had heard of, but you probably haven't. So, for instance, I was exposed to different manufacturers of zero-turn mowers that I didn't know existed. And of course, all the big familiar names were there. But not only are they there, and they're there with 15 or 20 of their brand new mowers of every model they make, just about, that you can not only you can sit on, you can talk to the reps about, and then you can actually go outside and test drive them as well. And so, instead of going to a local dealer, if you're in the market for a lawnmower, where they may carry 1 or 2 brands, maybe 3, you come to the GIE, and they have, any lawnmower care. They're all there. You can sit there and ride every one of them and get a feel for it. So if you're looking for new equipment or want to have exposure to what's out there, then that's a good reason to go. And like for me, I'm constantly wanting to be exposed to what's out there. So one thing I was interested in was the different lawn care softwares. So I wanted to sit down with someone and talk to them about lawn care software and see what's out there and have them walk me through a demo so that I can actually look at it on a computer and see how easy it is to use. So I was able to do that, where if you go on their website, you can't always tell all the features, but to have someone actually have it set up with a lawn care company in there, can walk you through using this software. So and like I said, it's not just for software, it's not just for lawnmowers, it's for any kind of landscaping, weed control, fertilization, mowing, tree service, whatever. They have a booth there with their products to be displayed. So I think that's one reason to go. Another reason would be just making connections with people. At the end of the day, we're all in a people business. In lawn care, you're dealing with people, but you're also making connections. It was told to me when I first started lawn care that it's not a bad idea to build somewhat of a relationship with one of your local lawnmower shops or mechanics. And so, because sometimes your equipment breaks, you have to have someone work on it. It's not a bad idea to have a little bit of a relationship with that shop owner or the mechanic, so that, I'm not saying so you get preferential treatment, but that they know you and can make that connection. Well, at the GIE, you have all these vendors that perhaps you are making a connection with them for the first time, or someone you already do business with that you can reconnect with again. And so I was able to do that on both levels, make connections with, like I said, as I sat down with these people dealing with software, was able to introduce myself, and perhaps they'll remember me, maybe not, but as you go, if I go back and you remind them, hey, I met you last time, sometimes they do remember you. So for instance, my spray rig I buy from Graham Spray Equipment. Well, Graham had a booth set up. They have had a couple trucks outside displaying their spray units, and I was able to go back and reintroduce myself to a salesperson who sold me the Graham unit. He was, he was there, and he did remember me. I reminded him how we met originally. I said, yeah, I bought a Graham unit from you about a year ago, and hopefully a year from now I'll be able to buy a second unit from you. So making that connection again. I'm not saying I'll get preferential treatment, but I like to know that they know who I am and I know who they are, and that I appreciate their business. And appreciate how they've taken care of me and really like their products. And so those kind of connections are valuable. And then third reason to go is they have a lot of giveaways at the GIE. I mean, somebody won $10,000, somebody won $5,000, people win zero-turn mowers, and I want to save this for a later video, but I won a pretty nice prize as well, which I will be revealing soon. So obviously the prize I won made the trip well worth it. But even if I hadn't won a prize, I would still came back and thought, that was definitely worth going to, for the reasons I've listed before. Now I don't know that I'll necessarily go every year. It may be every other year kind of event, or because it is a trade show. I think if I went back, I might attend some of the seminars and the educational classes. You have to pay a little bit extra to go to those, but I think those would be worthwhile going to. The trade show is fine, but you can only walk around and look at booths for so long, so it's 2 full days. So anyway, I think if you've never been, it would definitely be worth attending. And if you have been, I would leave a comment and tell me what impressed you about the GIE, and why you like going. So anyway, my next video hopefully will be revealing the prize I won at the GIE. Thanks.